Hi everyone, welcome back to GrainCraft. We're on episode number 7 now, and you join me as I stand in a very wet nether, as you may have seen from that fly past. Yeah, there's just tons and tons of water. But first of all, what I would like to do is, as you can see behind me, we have a double blaze spawner. So we would like to get these safe, get them lit up, get them blocked off, and then see what we can do with them. This is the other blaze spawner actually. You couldn't see it from that earlier clip, but I've already walled it off and made that safe, as I have done with the other one, except for the walls of course. It's all very well lit up to stop extra spawns. 2 blocks clearance above the spawner, and also 2 blocks directly on top of the spawner as well, just to help with the rates once we get the farm up and running. So this is from underneath. What I'll need to do is, like with the other one, put some walls around it, 4 blocks clearance either side of the spawner, and just like I've done with this one, and then dig 4 blocks down as well. And then all I'm using is some lava. As you may well be aware, lava now is able to push blazes along, and that means we can use them like we would with water to funnel them all into one place for a killing chamber, and get into really good amounts of XP from the blazes. So we need to do a bit of digging. It's all safe now, so that I've died many times getting it to this point. I've had to build a platform on top of the lava directly below me, and as you can see, this whole room I've walled off as well, to stop the interruptions whilst I'm building out these blaze farms a little more. But a double blaze spawner, I think I just need to come up with a spot that is equidistant between the two of them, just to get the best spawning rates. Yeah, that's the next project to be getting on with. So a little bit later now, we've actually got the room dug down, and we have these blocks in the far ends to place the lava buckets on in the far corner, which will then run down here, and will blazes, when they don't see the player, will naturally float on the ground. They will fall down to the ground, and what will happen is they will then fall into the lava, which will funnel them along nicely. So I'm just getting this ready to place the lava and getting myself a quick escape route, saving myself some torches. Wish me luck. Here we go. So in the corners, I need to get up here, safe from the lava. The lava will go right to the edges of that kind of cross at the bottom there, and I just need to knock a few blocks out to continue the flow of the lava down into the blaze killing chamber. So once that's done, I just need to fill in this gap, stop any escapes, which of course we don't want. There will be no spawns yet because there are blocks, there are lit blocks all around the spawner cage itself, so that's good. But what I do need to do is make sure I block this wall off before I remove that. Remove them blocks, because then the blazes will come down here. I will hack at them with my sword, and the item drops will fall in. Well, the blaze rods, I think, are the only items you get from them, will fall into the hoppers and fill up that chest. So this is the place that I think that from both spawners should funnel their blazes down to here. So let's get rid of these torches. Bit nervous about this, I must admit, but we'll do what we can to avoid death. There's already one spawning there. I will try and get as many as I can. Need to do this in the right order as well, so that I don't get myself stuck. Let's just see off this fella. Okay, right. I am using my silk touch pickaxe so we don't lose any of the glowstone. But yeah, a good tip, if you just on the same Y level as the blaze spawner, just put as much glowstone down as possible. It will make life much easier for you. It will block off spawns, light up the air at the same time. So just get out of the way for the moment. So the final blaze spawner wall part is complete. We've now finished with a bit of an incident, shall we say. As I was removing the floor around that spawner cage, I actually forgot to build the retainer wall down here, and so I had a room full of blazes to deal with. So once they were cleared out, I filled that wall in. Yeah, this whole room was absolutely chock full of blazes. Lots of rods come out of it, but it's not quite the convenient manner of killing them that I was after. So I built this wall up here just to keep them in there with a half slab at the bottom, just to give me enough room to hit them with my sword. And yeah, with an auto clicker, this should really produce some serious amounts of blaze rods. So it's just the one spawner at the moment that's working. I won't take you through the other one. That will be something I'll do off camera to get that working. But yeah, we should have no shortage of blaze rods in the near future. But there's absolutely loads coming down here. As soon as the blazes leave the spawner area, the spawner thinks that they're gone and spawns new ones. So yeah, I have noticed a little bit of lag in this area, and that may be something that I need to think about with both spawners active at the same time. So I'll probably look at an on-off switch for at least one of them, just to try and control the numbers. So yeah, lots of blazes, as you can see. There's me auto-clicking away while I'm controlling this camera account. And yeah, there's certainly no shortages of blazes. We have the second spawner hooked up, but as you can see, we've only got two blazes there. There is a bit of a blockage further up the channel. It's probably something to do with the fact that there's a step. If I can just lower this down so you can see it, there's a bit of a step there that appears to be blocking off any movement for some reason. So I'm going to quickly and somehow safely clear all this blockage out, and then we'll come back to it. This is a better view of that step that I was talking about. So in trying to fix the flow of the lava, I've actually made things worse. Now the blazes are struggling to get away from the spawner in the first place. This is the second spawner. There's me standing above, wondering what on earth's going on. We've got some more stuck down here. The channel's not high enough, so it's back to the drawing board and with some more fixes. And we've finally, I think, got it fixed, got it sorted. I actually lowered the entire channel down by one block, which took a bit of manoeuvring, but I did it. And so there are no steps all the way, it's flat. The floor of this is 2 blocks high the entire way, and as you can see, the blazes are now smoothly getting pushed along by the lava and joining the pit where the killing chamber is next to the first blaze spawner. So what this means is we're going to have more blazes than we probably need, certainly on a single player server, and this will just mean that I can spend all night just hacking away, right clicking, AFKing with my auto clicker, and I will be set for life for blaze rods. So all in all, a successful day. For some reason the blaze gets stuck at where the signs are. They need a little push from more of them, but this is just to show you the on-off switch that I have built. If I can just get a good view of it, you can see the piston there, the lever on top of it. We've got a block of netherite bricks pushed down, which is blocking the blazes from leaving the area. So they are still spawning. We just don't let them through the tunnel. So that should reduce the amount of spawns that happen. The spawner should stop spawning them because it detects I'm still in the vicinity. Back in my enchantment room by the Skelly spawner, I have successfully managed to trade for some good books. So we have an efficiency book here for my diamond pick. So I just need to think of a witty name for this pick. You can't just have diamond pickaxe. How boring is that? Now, what name to call it? Alright then, Picky McPickface. My go-to name for a pick. We've got unbreaking, efficiency, and mending. What a pick that'll be. Now for the sword. There we go. It is what it is. So again, we're gonna get the right book on it. So let's get mending on it. Thank you very much. We also need to get our excuse me, doggy. we need to get our shovel or spade, if I recall it a spade. That's what it is. Okay, what's going on here? I think there's a dog in the spawner. Very brave. Well, that should speed things up even more, I guess. Anyway, no shortage of dogs anyway. So, where was I? So the shovel shall be called... Again, I'm struggling for names. All of the great YouTubers out there have amusing names for their tools. So I'm going to go for Doug. Some of you might get that. But it's a mending shovel, so that's great. So all of my sources of XP that I've got, I think actually I just need to add to my original pick. I just need to add efficiency to that. So that's pretty powerful, and we'll do the same with Doug as well. Which, oh, I don't have enough XP. Luckily, I'm standing in the right place for that. Now I have enough levels, we can finish off Doug. So he's just mending at the moment, but we'll put efficiency on there. So he's a mending an efficiency 5 shovel, which is wonderful. Yeah, look at this. Look at these we've got now. We've got our bow. With a mending. We probably need to put mending on that, don't we? Let's do that when we get another book. But yeah, we've got all of our items are now mending. All of our weapons and tools, I should say, are now mending. We just need to get the armor sorted out, but I'm going to wait until I've got more diamonds and get some proper diamond armor for that. But certainly this XP farm for these skeletons is absolutely wonderful, and I do recommend building this if you're lucky enough to find a skelly spawner in the vicinity. Well, this is the beginning of our spider spawner farm, or XP farm. I have struck the sea, as you can see. I actually this actually spawned, or was generated, this spawner right next to the sea. So I need to extend this room a little bit further out. 4 blocks either side of the spawner, 3 blocks above, 3 blocks below. That's the plan. And what will happen is the spiders will be funneled by water into a killing area. But yeah, extending out into the sea is going to be a bit of a challenge when you don't have particularly the right enchantments on your tools. I've already started doing it, but it's just a battle against the currents. So 1 block at a time, I'll get that done, and then I'll come back to you shortly. And now the work is done in terms of extending out into the sea and going up and going down. Let me just get rid of this because we need to place the water now. The killing area is a 3x3 pit. I've put 3 blocks above the spawner to increase the rates, and you can see the water above the front of this chamber, just up there with some signposts and fence gates. That's just a drowning area for the spiders that don't want to go into the killing area. They'll climb up the walls there and drown, which will help with the rates because more will spawn and come down into this killing area here. So what I need to do now is place some water just to channel the spiders down into this area, and I shall do that right now. 1 bucket in this corner and another bucket in the other corner. It's pretty much all the water you need for this. So we've got some extra blocks now that I've mined down. As you can see, the water brings it all the way down here. There are some signs, some trapdoors I've put in place to protect myself from the spiders, and it's really ready to try out. The spiders should all be funneled down into here. They will be they naturally climb up the walls. That's what they do. They don't stay on the floor. If there's a wall in front of them, they will naturally climb up. I have a chest under here with some hoppers funneling into it just to capture the drops. And yeah, there's a little temporary staircase I've built here from just outside of the entrance up to the village. Actually, the staircase down up to the village is there. So it's a nice compact little build. It's right next to the sugarcane farm. Just need to block off some of the holes now just to get it secure. Not that they can get through single block holes. And now is the fun bit, which is getting rid of the torches. This is my escape block. So I'll try and do this without dying. I don't have any armor, as you can see, so it's highly likely I will die, but it's not the end of the world. I'm right by my village, so I will spawn just outside. And I don't want to get myself trapped in the killing area. Come on. Oh, okay. So, back upstairs again. Literally right above, have spawned right above where the spawner is. I'll go back down again. We'll get this final torch. I think there was one torch left that needs to be... no, why am I hammering away at the block with a bit of paper? Here we go, there's the grave. So let me just get rid of this block. I don't think there are any torches left. It looked pretty dark to me. Let's have a quick look. I thought there was one around here. Nope, there are some. There we go, the drowning trap is doing its job. Excellent. And they're probably only going up to that because I was in the way and they were trying to go for me. So let's just fill in this hole, and there's no extra blocks down there. What other blocks have I got? There we go. So that is now completely sealed, and I will head down and hopefully we can get some spiders successfully. So they're all coming in now, quite a lot of them, climbing up to the top as expected. Get a little closer. There we go. Lots of them. Absolutely loads of spider goodies to come. I just have to be careful not to get too close. Yeah, all in all, I think that has been quite a success. So spawner number 3 has now been tamed, if you like. So we have a spider spawner to go with our skeleton spawner, and also to go on top of the other 2 blaze spawners that we have completed the farms for in this episode. So I'm very happy with, first of all, finding these spawners is a stroke of luck. And we are at a point now where, yeah, I've got some good supplies of XP, good supplies of mob loot. I think the only other spawner I need to find is a zombie spawner. And I will do my best. I'll probably do some mining anyway, see if I can find them to complete the set, really. So I thought I'd finish the episode. We're running quite short. What I wanted to do is one more thing at the start of the episode. In the fly past, you'll notice a certain location that we ended the fly past on, and to do something with that and to build something on that, we need a cow and a bucket. Observant amongst you will have noticed at the start of the last episode we flew over the top of an ocean monument, and early viewers of this series of videos will remember there's one pretty close to our starter village, which is just over that hill. In fact, the spawn area is that stone area you can see in the background with a couple of trees on top, so we're all pretty close together. The village we are in at the moment is behind that hill. But yeah, the monument is behind me. You can see by the lanterns, the guardians swimming around. We have already got our slow mining effect given to us. So yeah, but we're not going to have time this episode, I'm afraid, because for those who have ever tackled an ocean monument, it's quite an undertaking. And so I want to make that almost an episode in its own right. So what we'll do is next episode, I imagine, we will tackle this ocean monument behind us. But we have our cow, our trusty cow. Every time we get the slow mining problem, we will take a bucket, fill it up with milk and get rid of that, so we can mine away. But there are various different tactics for tackling ocean monuments, through going in through the front door, through blowing up the top. Who knows? I need to do some research because I've never really done an ocean monument properly, and I'm hoping to use this as an opportunity to do so. So that's enough for this episode. Thank you for watching. We are making some slow progress. We've got some good farms. We've done some good spawner farming today. So we've got multiple XP farms. Very happy with how things are going. So that's enough for me. I will see you next time on GrainCraft. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.